Pleasant good afternoon from the campus of the University of Pikeville as we get you ready for a men and women's doubleheader as the UPIKE Bears welcome in the CIU Rams here for AAC Conference play. Alongside Charlie Pinson, I'm James Carr. Happy to have you along with us. Charlie, it was a good effort last time out, not only for the ladies but also for the men. But UPIKE girls, they've set a school record, 122 points, and they scored from all levels. And it was just a very efficient effort. Like to keep that thing rolling here today as they continue their push into conference play.
I mean, they were playing so good that a couple of starters only got 4 or 5 minutes worth of playing time because everybody was shooting the ball so well. They ended up sitting on the bench quite a bit, but this team looked really good. The newcomers really stepped up, put on a show the other night. And, of course, we don't know what to expect out of CIU because they've got a whole new roster down there as well.
Yeah, they coming off a 1-24 season. They only returned 3 players from last year, and they've got a wealth of freshmen. Mark Mulder flipping the roster upside down, trying to bring in some fresh bodies to this Rams team. 6 players in double figures against Bluefield. Jalea Warren, she had a career night. She went 6 of 9 from downtown with 20 points. And the big piece was, though, and something we talked with Clifton Williams a little bit ago, the production coming off the bench. They were led by Hallie Collins' 22 points. And when you get players that can jump off of the bench and continue what you're doing offensively when those starting 5 are out there, it allows you to do so much more with what you want to do offensively and defensively.
But everybody that came off the bench contributed in the game the other night, and I mean they look great. I mean, players that hadn't seen much playing time in the past, like Taylor McKenzie came in and I think she hit 3 threes and made a big contribution early in the ball game. She got in and made the best of it. So this team just shooting wise was great, and their defense was tough too. They played full court pressure, man to man, and then fall back into a zone sometimes on the offensive end. But they changed the defenses up. They just kept them out of sorts all night. Bluefield didn't know where to go.
McKenzie had 11 off of the bench. Allie Stone 21, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 0 turnovers for the senior point guard. And that's one of the keys when you want to play at a high pace. A lot of times the turnovers kind of trickle their way in. That's something that's not in the vocabulary for Allie Stone.
No, she doesn't. Allie, I mean, she does whatever she needs to do. She can drive it. She shoot the 3. She gets the assist. I mean, she's a complete point guard out there. And if you've seen her play a lot more than I have, actually. But no emotion out of her hardly at all.
No, she's just steady along the way. And something goes wrong, it's on to the next play.
Yep. She's a true shooter. She has no conscience.
No conscience whatsoever. All right, let's take a look at our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visiting Rams. They're 1-4, picking up their first win over Toccoa Falls last time out, 61-59 in overtime. It'll be a 5'8 guard, a freshman out of Charleston, South Carolina, number 3, Celia George. She's joined in the backcourt by a 5'11 freshman out of Summerville, South Carolina, number 14, Kate Johnson. A 5'9 junior guard out of Croatia is Medelva Mihovic. And running things out in the backcourt is a sophomore out of Georgetown, South Carolina, Jerchel Gethers-Washington. And in the front court, 5'5 freshman out of Pikeville, North Carolina, Audrey Teasley. So George, Teasley, Johnson, Mihojovic, and Gaithers-Washington. For the Bears, it'll look like this. 5'6 senior out of Olive Hill, Kentucky, number 2, Allie Stone. She's joined by the sophomore out of Belfry, 5'9 guard of Jalea Warren. The 5'8 freshman out of Melbourne, Australia, Annika Stebbins. And in the front court, 6' junior out of Greenup, number 1, Rachel Bush. And rounding things out in the front court, 6'1 senior out of Columbia, Jaidi Mihai Andrade.
Yeah, like I say, that starting lineup looked good the other night. They were playing well, pressing well, shooting the ball well, communicating. That was a big thing, too. They really communicated, passing the ball well.
Bears will be in the gray jerseys at home today. CIU in the navy blue and gold. All right, we'll step out for a break for the national anthem. We'll come back and get ready for opening tip-off. It's the Bears and the Rams next on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Don't let pain define what you can do. At Core Health Centers, we believe in empowering our communities through chiropractic care and wellness. With 21 locations throughout Kentucky and West Virginia, we're here to help you get out of pain and enjoy life to the fullest. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the Core Health Center's difference. Call now or visit us online to start your pain-free journey today. Core Health Centers, for the health of your family.
Back here at the UPIKE Gym as we get you set for the women's match first, CIU and UPIKE. It'll be the third time these two teams have hooked up. The Bears have won both.
Okay.
Charlie, you saw the game against Bluefield, just an all-around effort, and that's something that they want to continue to build on here today.
I think you'll see substitutions early and often in today's game, trying to get these kids out there. This team coming in with maybe a subpar record. Of course, Pikeville, I'll give them credit. They played a couple of tough games early on. I think they lost to one of the top 10 teams in the country last week,
yeah.
Marion. And, I think that's a good way to get prepared for league play.
I talked with Allie just a little while ago before we came up top, and you said, they kind of stubbed their toe against Marion a little bit. And I said, but it's the first game of the season. That's a good place to stub your toe. You kind of figure out where you need to go and what's working and what's not working, and that's a good place to do it against a really good basketball team to start things off.
Same starting five, is normal here for the Bears coming out.
And I'm interested to see how much that Clifton Williams uses his bench today. One of the things we were talking about is he said that everybody knows their role, and their role understands the fact of when you're on the floor, you've got to give me everything you have because I need everything because I'm going to rotate people in and out fairly quickly, and that's the big key is being able to rotate those people in and out and keep things moving efficiently as they roll here today.
We know you can give the best effort you can get and then get a rest, and everybody can be rested and have their legs late in the ballgame with this bench.
Again, the Bears in the grays, CIU in the navy blues, Andrade and Gethers Washington, center court. UPIKE controls the tip, off we go. Stone will bring a front court for the Bears, 1-1 on the season. Looking off to Warren on the left wing. Back out to Bush. Bush skip pass near side Stebbins. Stebbins on the dribble drop baseline. Takes it off the window. Too stiff. Gets her own rebound. Warren spot up threes on the way. Yes.
Don't let her have that corner if you scout her.
6 of 12 coming in from beyond the arc. That's her 7th triple of the season. 3-0 UPIKE. Bears in a man-to-man defensive pressure. Stebbins working on the point guard out top of Mia Jovich. Handoff near side. George spins out of it. Attacks at Rachel Bush in the lane. Off the window. A strong take for the freshman out of Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah, Rachel's hard to get a shot up over.
Bush last year, 60 blocks led the team. Her and Andrade. Andrade with 47. Here's Warren trying to play off that hot touch from last game. This one left short. Rebound falls right in the hands of Gethers Washington. Rams playing it ahead. George feeds it inside. Johnson spins in the lane. Shot is up. No good, but a foul. But they'll get a walk before the foul. So the turnover gives it back to the Bears. Speaking of the Bears, football. They've cut into the lead. They've got it down to a one-possession game. 28-20. Reinhardt leading down in Alaska. Conference championship de facto game basically in that matchup. Here's Warren, straightaway three. In and out, no. Gethers Washington with another rebound. And she literally just double dribbled. The officials had all turned and started walking up the floor, and right in front of her head coach, she double dribbled. Clifton Williams saw it, but Mark Mulder's going to burn a timeout to settle some stuff down.
No, they're calling timeout for injured player.
Oh, I see the injury. I thought she was at the scores table.
Yeah.
So that's Audrey Teasley, the freshman. So she's replaced by Lily Dunn, a freshman out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. 8:25 to play here in the opening quarter. 3-2 Bears. Lone points thus far off the three ball from Jalea Warren. Mia Golvich working on Stebbins. Stebbins hemming her up on there on the baseline. 4 on the play clock. Long threes on the way for George is good. Her third triple of the season. She's got all 5, and the Rams have a 5-3 lead. 2 minutes into the ball game. Here's Warren. Back to Stone. Inside Andrade. Warren wants a 3 from this side. Looks good, it is. Back-to-back triples for Jalea Warren. She's got all 6 of the Bears' points, and it's 6-5 Rams, trailing by 1 now. Gaithers Washington backing herself in on Andrade, and Andrade turns her away with a big block on the baseline.
Jolly didn't give her any room there. She just tried to body her up. She just took it and went up and put it against the wall down there.
Averaging just under 2 blocks a game last season, had 47 total. It was second on the team to Rachel Bush. Here's a ball turned over inside. Rachel Bush comes out of there with it. Stone awaits for it at midcourt. She'll bring it front court. Stebbins from the left corner. Leaves it off to Bush. Bush looks inside. Andrade. Tough shot off the window, too stiff. George controls the action for the Rams, who trail it by 1, 7-10 to play here in the opening frame. George playing downhill. Cut off by Stone on the near side. Now Johnson working on Bush. Fadeaway jumper off the mark, no good. Long rebound chased down by Andrade in the far corner. 1-point Bears lead. Both teams struggling to find some rhythm here early on. Stone finds a lane to the basket, pumps off the window and 1. And a chance at a 3-point play for the senior out of West Carter.
You know, she just blue collar. She brings that lunchbox and goes to work, makes the big great play, don't celebrate, walks up to the foul line and shoots free throw.
Fouls on Mia Jovic, her first, team's first. Stone an 83% free throw shooter, 5 of 6 on the season. Shooting close to 90% in her career. That one's up is good, and a 3-point play for the senior. And the Bears lead is 4. Mia Jovic being hounded by Stebbins in the backcourt.
I told you like the way she plays.
She gets up in you. That's what you like to see defensively. It's done. Long 3 up, no good. Ball raked around. Andrade claims it inside the paint. The Bears a chance to extend the 4-point lead. Stone kicks it ahead. Warren spots up for another one on the way. Got it. Jalea Warren picking up right where she left off, coming off the career-high 20 in the win over Bluefield. She has 9 and the lead is 7.
She is deadly from the corners.
Playing downhill off the window. Nice take by Kate Johnson. Her first bucket of the ball game. Averaging 13 points a game, just under 7 rebounds. 16 points, 11 rebounds, 5 dimes in that win over Toccoa Falls. There's Stebbins. Warren feeds it inside Andrade. Nice feed back to Stebbins to the left side and 1. Unselfish basketball, just finding the open cut, and Stebbins off the left side window. Fouls on Johnson, her first, team second. So Brianna Belton, freshman out of Clinton, South Carolina, checking in as she replaces Gaithers Washington. Free throw is up, is good. Stevens with 3, and it's a 15-7 lead, largest of the ball game. Jovic, Stebbins hounding her in the backcourt as she comes front court. Trying to work a back screen. That ball's tipped away. Rachel Bush with the steal. Chance to push it to double digits with any points on this trip. Bush out top. Stebbins curls into the lane, into the corner. Warren for 3, front iron short. Long rebound pulled out by George. Now, I've noticed real quickly, it doesn't matter who has the basketball. That's where Stebbins has gone defensively.
Yeah, she likes to play.
Couple of subs at the scores table to check back in, and this one's off the foot of Stebbins, out of bounds. Into the ball game for UPIKE. Number 23, Kyra McLarness, freshman out of Hazard. And number 35, Hallie Collins. We get a full timeout before we get these subs back in. 4:56 to play here in the first. 15-7 Bears. Back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. 15-7, UPIKE in front of CIU. Both teams shooting 50% from the field, but UPIKE 5 of 10, CIU's 3 of 6. 5 rebounds for the visiting Rams, 3 for the Bears. Most importantly, Charlie, 4 made baskets, 4 assists for UPIKE.
Yeah, they've done a really good job with it.
Averaging 18.5 assists per contest in the first 2 matches. Out of the timeout, Johnson inside working on Bush. Tough shot, no good. Nice blocks out there by Stebbins. She'll bring it front court, up by 8. Pressure coming from behind. Stone settles things down. McLarness and Collins in the ballgame now. Here's Stebbins for 3. It's on the way. Front iron short. Nice box out underneath by Kate Johnson. Seeing Banks checking in on that timeout as well for CIU. She's got the basketball, works inside. A nice up and under move off the front iron short, though. McLarness with the rebound. The freshman of Hazard wants to push the action. Off the Bush. Stop and put and shot. Up, no good. Long rebound tipped back out. Stebbins down the lane, and she's fouled on the floor before she got the shot away.
And she is on full power all night.
In is Sadie Burnett replacing Johnson. Foul was on Cian Banks, her first, team's 3rd. Collins turns inside.
I believe
a lot of contact,
yeah,
no whistle.
I believe it was blocked, too. I think somebody had a hand on it.
George cut off by Stebbins right in front of the UPIKE bench. Inside of 4 to play here in the first. 15-7. Bears in front, and another turnover by the visiting Rams. That's something that's been their bugaboo this year. Almost 29 turnovers they've averaged on the season.
If you got Stebbins on you, you're going to be hounded.
Already 3 turnovers in this first 5 minutes of action. McLarness. Skip pass off to Stebbins. She'll go baseline. Steps through. Goes off the window. Too stiff. Collins fighting for the rebound inside. She's walled up. Ball is loose, and coming out of there is Cian Banks. And an illegal screen out top. They'll get that one on Belton. That's her first, team's 4th. Just trying to get some anything free up top with Stebbins chasing everybody around.
Yeah, that's not going to happen much.
3:27 to go here in the first. It's kind of been a little bit of empty trips on every trip for each of the teams in the last 3 trips down. Here's Stone, a little stutter step. 15-footer from the elbows, pure. Alley's 5th.
You got it.
10-point lead for the Bears as they push it into double figures for the first time in the contest. Banks working on Stebbins as she comes across the midcourt logo. Reverses directions, takes it off to the right side. Banks now on top. Thought about pulling the trigger, lost the handle on the basketball, but it falls right at her feet. She gathers it back in. 7 on the play clock. Back out to Banks. Down to 2, now 1. Long 3, it's good if it'll go. It will not, and it did not hit the rim, so it's a shot clock violation and the 6th turnover of the basketball game for the Rams. Taylor McKenzie coming in, replacing Stebbins, and also entering the ball game is number 3, Sophie Atkins. Freshman out of Lawrence County, Kentucky.
Player of the year in the 15th region.
McLarness brings it off to Stone all alone, pulls the trigger. 3's on the way, no. Nice rebound inside. They go back out top. McLarness wants a 3. It's on the way, yes! Kyra McLarness buries her 3rd triple of the season, and the lead grows to 13.
McKenzie will hound you out on the perimeter, too.
Here's George working on the baseline. They'll get a foul on Allie Stone. That's her first, team's first. 2:04 to play here in the first quarter. Back in the ball game is Kate Johnson, and she'll replace Sela George. Here's Johnson. Back to Banks, top of the key. 2 minutes to play here in the first. Back to Johnson, little baby hook shot in the lanes, pure. Nice take there by the freshman. Her 4th point of the ball game. That snapped an 8-0 run Stone out top. Little hesitation move, gets in the lane, has that one partially blocked away, gets her own rebound. One more time, over to Atkins for three, buries it.
That's good ball movement right there.
And that's out of bounds.
Yep.
Nice job there by Taylor McKenzie to really push the pressure as Banks grabbed the basketball in the inbound. She lost it out of her hands across the inline.
Nice thing about being about 12, 15 deep is everybody wants to play hard now.
Absolutely.
Get that time.
Now Stone. They go back to Stone in the corner. Collins wanting it inside. Three balls on the way. That one's short. And that was out of bounds and it misses everything. Jovic back in for CIU as she'll replace Sia Banks. 23-9. It's a 20-4 run for the Bears. Jovic being hounded by McKenzie in the backcourt.
They don't call that chicken wing, do they?
No. She's got away with several push-offs early.
Yeah.
Feet inside. Strong take off the window for two for Belton.
That was a nice look.
Averaging just under 5 a game, almost 6 rebounds per contest. 4 points and 9 rebounds, and that went over to Toccoa Falls for the first win of the season. A long scoreless drought that snaps. 23-11, inside of a minute to play here in the first. Stone playing downhill, goes out to McKenzie. Back to Stone. Stone finds her way in the lane, hammered, and a soft teardrop off the back of the box. Stone with 7, and it's a 14-point lead. Shot clock is off here in the final 20 seconds. Burnett on the left wing. Feeds it inside. They got a mismatch with Johnson on Stone. Now Dunn gives it off to Jovic. Final 5 seconds. And a block there by Collins. And that's how the first quarter will come to an end. A strong first quarter for the Bears. They lead at 25-11. We'll return to UPIKE after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Achieve your dreams at the University of Pikeville.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
25-11 after one quarter of play as we welcome you back here to the UPIKE Gymnasium along with Charlie Pinson. I'm James Collier. Strong first quarter for Jalea Warren. 9 points, 3 of 6 from downtown. Allie Stone, 7. Bears have forced 7 turnovers in this first quarter of play against the CIU team that, again, almost a brand new roster for Mark Mulder coming in this year after a 1-24 finish.
Yeah, it felt like the Bears didn't play as well on the offensive end, but their defense was exemplary.
And we talked so much about Stebbins of what she did out top. She goes to the bench, McKenzie comes in, and it's just like they just did a handoff.
Yep.
CIU basketball to start the second quarter. Off we go. Mia Jovic in the backcourt with McKenzie. Trying to turn the corner. McKenzie cuts her off. Dunn working on McKenzie, and they'll get her hand check there on Taylor McKenzie, her first, team's first.
Hey, explain that one to me. You let them push off and everything else, and you call that was a tic-tac to me.
Hallie Collins returns, replacing Rachel Bush. Also, Jalea Warren in as Allie Stone checks out. Here's a 3-ball from the corners on the way is pure as Sadie Barnett hits her second triple of the season. She was 1 of 11 coming into the ballgame today. Her first points cuts it down to 11. Straightaway 3 to answer at the top of the key is no good. Good-looking shot there from McLarness. We cannot finish it. And then Warren takes this one away. She's got a 2-on-1. Gives it off underneath. McKenzie right back to Warren. And could not handle the pass, but it was deflected out of bounds from Lily Dunn.
Maybe a little too unselfish there.
Gethers Washington returns, replacing Belton. Bears basketball, 24 on the shot clock. 9:11 to play here in the first half. Three balls on the, or a long two on the way from Sophie Atkins.
Excuse me, I'm open.
Her 5th point of the ball game. Again, more points coming off the bench.
Yes.
27-14. Jovich takes it right in front of Clifton Williams. Here's Dunn on the drive to the baseline and finishes off the window for 2. Her first points of the ball game, averaging 4 a game. No points and 5 rebounds in the win over Toccoa Falls. McLarness gives it off to Warren. Warren with a quick start with 9 points. She wants 3 more, and she's got it. 4 triples for Jalea. She's got 10 total on the season. She leads all scorers with 12, and the lead goes back to 14. You can tell that kid is shooting with so much confidence right now.
Oh, yeah.
Miljovic out top. Works on a screen, gets a switch there from McLarness. Tries to feed it off to the far side. 15-foot baseline jumpers and air ball into the hand of McLarness. Freshman out of Hazard brings it front court. Bears working around the perimeter. Long threes on the way. McLarness can't get that one to stay home. Collins strives for the rebound. And McKenzie.
Yeah, crow hop.
Yeah. Here's Bush and Andrade coming back on. Atkins steps off, and Collins will take a seat. Here comes Stebbins as well. And McKenzie will get a rest. I mean, it's almost line changes for Clifton Williams.
Yeah. And you know, very, if any, drop-off.
Check of the action of football. Reinhardt has extended its lead. It's now 38-21 over UPIKE down in Walaska. They'll get the foul on the hand check there from Annika Stebbins. Her first team second. Again, this afternoon is the de facto championship game for the AAC. Seeing Banks works with it out top. Johnson out top in front of Rachel Bush. Bush walls her up. Fadeaway jumper on the baseline. No. Ball poked around. Banks on the baseline. Gaithers Washington with a soft touch inside. Can't get it to go. Stebbins on the deflection. Brings it ahead. Leading by 14. Stops. Runner in the lane. Front iron won't go home. Here's Dunn up the right side. Back out top. Left of, or right of point. A long three's on the way, and that one's good. By Sadie Burnett, her second triple of the ball game. Doesn't look like a player that come in shooting 1 of 11.
No, she doesn't.
9% from 3, and she stopped from about 24 and pulled the trigger. Here's Andrade. Looks inside off the window with a strong Tay for Jaida.
Yeah, Jolly does a great job.
Senior out of Columbia. 3 points, 4 rebounds in the win over Bluefield. Last season averaging just under 5 points a game, 6 rebounds. Here's a 3 ball that's up for an air ball that misses everything. 32-19, 6:26 to play before halftime. Bears 6 of 14 from 3. 42.9% came in, shooting 46.2 through their first 2 games. Shooting over 50% from the field. Their biggest bugaboo thus far, though, has been their free throw shooting. Only 60%. They've hit both of theirs here this afternoon. Andrade shot in and out, no good. Johnson working with it in the backcourt. Stebbins all over her. That's something with CIU. They're running away, leaving their guard in the backcourt, and you get a one-on-one, and Stebbins is going to pick the pocket more times than not. Here's a double team. Trying to fit it in there, and Rachel Bush steals it away. 9th turnover of the basketball game. Kick it ahead. Stebbins flips it from behind. Nice job to save it, but couldn't get it over to Warren. Dunn in transition. Slams on the brakes, brings it off to the right side. Johnson feeds it high post. Gathers Washington. 5:30 to play here in the first half. Working on Andrade, banging her way around, and Andrade gets a jump ball.
Nice
and that'll
job.
get the turnover on the alternating arrow.
Nice job by Jody to stay right there with her. She was just physical out of the way. She said, no, not going to happen.
McLarness takes a seat. Allie Stone returns, and that's what you get from Andrade. And
yes,
when you run Andrade and Rachel Bush at players inside in the paint, it just good luck.
Yeah, you want to try to out physical them. You got to think twice about that one.
Stone with the basketball and a 13-point lead. Bush inside, goes back out to Stone. 12 on the shot clock. Warren straight away. Don't leave her open. She'll do that again. That's 5 threes for Jalea here in the first half. She's got 15. Coming off a career-high 20. Here's a three for the answer from the corner, and that one rattles home for Kate Johnson. Her 5th triple of the season, her first in the ball game. She has 7. 13-point edge inside of 5 to play here in the first half.
I'm sure Cliff wouldn't mind trading three-pointers attempts with them.
I don't know there's too many teams that want to get in a three-point shooting contest with this team. A nice move inside, and Andrade off the window on a sick dime there from Rachel Bush.
Beautiful drop step, too.
And here's a ball turned over in the backcourt. Stebbins goes to the rack off the window, too stiff. George pushes it ahead. Stebbins cutting her off. Fadeaway baseline jumper, rolls home. Tough shot there for the freshman out of Charleston, South Carolina. She puts home her 7th point of the ball game and trims the lead to 13 as we approach 4 minutes to play here in the opening half. And it's been a fast-moving first half of action. Stebbins right of point. Attacks down that left side. Get it out to the hot hand. Warren wants 3 more. No. Andrade with another offensive rebound. A fresh 24 Stone. Bush straightaway threes on the way. No. Andrade fights for an offensive rebound. Stone all alone. She'll toe the line, pull the trigger, bury the 3.
This is how it's done, ladies.
Her first points of the second quarter, as her total now is at 10, and it's 40-24 with 3:30 to play in the half. 8th triple made by this team here in the first half. 5 of those from Jalea Warren. And then a turnover. Rachel Bush with another steal. Stebbins out in transition. Kicks it out to Warren. Spot up threes on the way. Yes! 6-3 for Jalea Warren. She has 18 in the first half. Timeout CIU. Transition basketball at its best.
That's beautiful.
Inside-out basketball. You attack the rim. You force the players to come off, and you play catch-and-shoot horse with Jalea Warren. You're going to lose that game a lot of times.
You know, you got a lot of players like it. There's a really good job, though, by Stebbins to take that ball right down the middle of the lane and make them come to her, and Jalea stand over wide open.
Because she had a one-on-one until that player comes, and then when the 2-on-1 comes, no problem.
Here you go.
Little kick out. Should be a good one coming up in Game 2 here this afternoon when the men come to action. Remember that game last year for the conference championship, and it was a war.
Yes.
UPIKE had several double-digit leads, actually trailed late in that game, came away with a victory, and ended up winning the AAC conference championship.
I see Rick Bentley's return from the volleyball tournament down in the corner. UPIKE volleyball won the opening round last night.
Fell in the semis today.
Yeah, and got beaten in the semis. I tell you, though, she's done a great job turning that volleyball program around. They were very competitive. Went on an 11-0 run here late in the season.
Yes.
Well, they won 10 of their last 12 down toward the stretch.
And, again, that's what you like to do. Find the momentum going down the stretch and try to build on that moving forward. And you play into the semifinals of the conference tournament, certainly as a team that many didn't think would make it to that point.
No.
That'll turn some heads. Clifton Williams clapping his hands. He said, hey, we got 3:13. He wants his team to really ratchet up the pressure. Here's Banks working on Stebbins. And then Stebbins takes it away from her. Stone races at front court. Andrade inside to Bush. Bush spins into a triple team, maybe impartially blocked as it misses everything. George brings it into the front court. Stops and pops. Long jumper up, no good. Raked out of bounds. It's back to the Bears. 2:40 to play here in the first. Mia Jovich back in. As Banks will step off.
Well, they better rotate their guards in and out because if they don't, they're going to be wore out.
They're not going to make it to the fourth quarter. 43-24. Chance to push it to a 20-point lead with points on this trip. Stone stops at the free throw line, goes out Stebbins. Stebbins on the dribble drive baseline, and she's fouled. They'll get that one on Talia Herzog, her first, team's first. She come in that last timeout. 5'7" freshman out of Lansing, South Carolina. Warren for her sixth. Why not? But it doesn't go. Good look, just left it a little bit short.
Better bring some help back there. There are two of them back there this time.
And, that's something we've talked about with they just run and leave, and it becomes a one-on-one, and you've got a bulldog in the backcourt with Stebbins really forcing the pressure of that ball handler to come across midcourt. That's an illegal screen.
That was close to over and back. I thought she had 2 points over the ball behind her.
So the foul's on Teasley, her first, team second. That's the 14th turnover in the basketball game. A team averaging just under 29 per. 2 minutes to play here in the opening half. Stone with 10 points, 18 for Warren. Stone loses this one on the way through as Mia Jovic feeds it out to the far side. Teasley, runner off the glass is good. Her first bucket of the ball game.
That was a good decision by Julia because she was in the circle and they would not got the foul.
Stone back out top, is approaching 1 minute and 30 seconds left to play here in the opening half. Stebbins works on the baseline, steps through, brings it off to the near side, but a foul on the pass attempt. Fouls on Celia George, that's her first, team's third. 1:29 to go here in the opening half. It's been all UPIKE from the word go. Here's Andrade, steps through, off the window for two more. 6 points all here in the second quarter, and the lead's back to 19. Jovic feeds it inside. Belton working on Andrade. That one's blocked away. Rachel Bush pulls down the rebound, fights the pressure, gets it out to Stone. 60 seconds to play in the first half. Bears run the offense, trying to set something up. Here's Stone over in the corner. Stebbins, high arcing three, short front iron. Long rebound out to Mia Jovic. She'll feed it out to George, and then George has the pocket picked from behind by Stebbins. 42 seconds to go. Stone downhill into corner. Warren spot up three. Boom. 7 triples for Jalea Warren. She's got a career high in the first half. Warren 7 of 12 from long range.
Somebody didn't look at the tape from the other night.
I guarantee you they will be looking at the tape moving forward. My God, what a first half of play for Jalea Warren. Mia Jovic gives up her dribble, hounded there by Rachel Bush. About 4 seconds in between the game clock and the play clock. Now a turnover. Stone with 6 seconds. She's got plenty of time but has it taken away. Mia Jovic on the baseline is not going to get a shot away, and that's going to take us to halftime. A good first half by the UPIKE Bears. 21 points from Jalea Warren. She goes 7 of 12 from long range, and the Bears head to the locker room leading 48-26. We'll step out for a break. We'll come back for halftime coverage and get you ready for the second half as we continue our coverage here on the UPIKE Sports Network. 48-26 at the break. UPIKE rolling in front of CIU as we welcome you back here to the UPIKE Gymnasium along with Charlie Pinson. I'm James Collier. Charlie, I would say that Jalea Warren went into the locker room, was doing everything she could possibly do to say, hey, I don't want to flip ends of the floor.
Yeah.
She's already broken her previous career high that she set last time out here Wednesday against Bluefield when she scored 20. She's 21, 7 of 12 from long range in the first half.
She was looking good. I mean, but she's playing hard everywhere else on the floor too, which that's what I like about this team is they really get after you on both ends.
16 turnovers they forced here in the first half. They have 10 steals. So it's just, that shows you, sometimes you get 16 turnovers from a team and it's a lot of just throwaway bad passes. 10 steals here in the first half coming in. They were averaging 10 steals a game.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Like I say, they played some pretty tough teams early on too.
You look at the shooting statistics for both teams. For CIU, 47.8% from the field, 11 of 23, 4 of 7 from long range. Burnett leading the way with a pair of threes. Had hit 1 out of 11 coming in. She hit both as she puts up for the 6 points. Only 2 free throws have been attempted in the ballgame, both of those from UPIKE, who are shooting 45% from the field and 18 of 40. 45.5%, 10 of 22 from beyond the arc. Rebounding favors UPIKE by 2, 18 to 16. Points in the paint have been pretty much non-existent because this thing has been everything outside. 12 points for each team. But the big number that jumps off at you on the stat sheet there, points off turnovers.
Yes.
16 for the Bears out of those 16 turnovers. And again, when you get upended by 14, 15, 16 points on the points over turnover, it's hard I don't care who you're playing, to come out of it with a victory.
Oh, it is. I mean, and right now, and the thing about it is they're going to come out tired, and the Bears are going to come out fairly rested because of the substitution pattern they've been able to use.
A number that really jumps out at me here, too, Rachel Bush. She's 0 for 3 from the field. She leads the team with 4 steals in the first half, though. And that's what Rachel does. She's just a stat stuffer. Blocks shots, rebounds well. Andrade, really big inside. She's got 4 rebounds. Her and Stebbins leading the way with 4 each. Andrade with a pair of blocks. And then Collins with the other one.
I think Stebbins is going to end up being a stat stuffer here, too, because of the way she plays.
Yeah, only a freshman coming in out of Melbourne from Wesley College. 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals in that win over Bluefield. And, we talked about how deep this team is and everything that it can do. You look at last time out, Hallie Collins, 22.7 rebounds off the bench. She's scoreless here in 6 minutes of play.
Yep, you're right. And that's the thing. And that's what he said, give me everything you got. Your night will come, or your points, your scoring and everything will come if you play hard.
So this is, you go into the third quarter in a game like this. This is where you want to exert your will.
Yes. You want to just put this one, make it unreachable here real quickly in this third quarter.
Johnson and George leading the way for the Rams with 7 points each in the first half. Looking ahead for the Bears. Up next, we'll go to Johnson University on the 19th, then at Montreat. Back here on the 25th, that's a Tuesday night game against Union. That's leading into Thanksgiving. I'll come down and we'll talk some turkey and some football and do some basketball. I'm out of school that entire week, so I was like, heck, that's a weekday game. I can actually come down and not have to rush. So hard to believe it's basketball season, though.
Oh, I know.
Seemed like we were just kicking off football and flip the switch one time, and all of a sudden it's into basketball season. Game 2 this afternoon coming up will be the men playing all right. I was just told by Rick Bentley the numbers on the stuff were incorrect. Allie has moved past Takoa Gallion and into 7th on the all-time scoring list.
Well, I'm glad we were talking about that off there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Natira Hinton is up next then.
So 7th is in a back pocket and now moving towards 6th. And again, she needed 309 points moving forward, I believe, to get into the 2000, and I think it's very reachable for a player of her caliber.
Oh, absolutely. I will be surprised if she's not there.
All right, Rams basketball to start the second half. Off we go. Mia Jovich, suffocating defense there by Stebbins.
The thing about Stebbins, too, it doesn't matter how big you are.
She just has it's an energy. There's another steal by Rachel Bush. Stone takes it front court. 17th turnover of the basketball game. Bears being patient. Bush spins inside on Gaithers. Washington goes up underneath, has that one blocked away. Andrade had it for a moment. It's knocked out of bounds. Nice recovery there by Jershel Gaithers Washington to knock that one away on a nice spin move from Rachel Bush. Miljovic brings it front court, right side. Stebbins will pick her up. Works off a high ball screen. Here's Johnson with a 3-ball that's connected. Her 10th point of the ball game leads her team, her second triple of the contest. And a good start for the Rams out of the locker room. Stebbins right wing attacks the elbow. Feeds it inside.
Nice
Jalea Warren wide open underneath the basket. That's the first time she shot a bucket that's not a three-pointer.
Yeah. That was a good look, though.
23 points for Jalea. Last year averaged 8 points, nearly 3 rebounds a game. Gethers Washington to the rack, can't finish, and it's raked out from behind as it tipped off the hands of Kate Johnson out of bounds. Seeing Banks back in as Mia Jovic takes a seat. And I think that's one of your points right there, Charlie. They got to rotate those guards out top because they're getting hounded 80 feet from the basket.
Yeah, you're not getting any rest out there. There's no walking it up.
8:30 to play here in the third. Warren playing downhill. Nice feed inside. Andrade can't finish.
Jolly like to have that one back.
There's Banks. Goes right at Rachel Bush, and Bush blocks that one away. And it's raked out of bounds. Last touch by Andrade. It'll stay with the Rams on their baseline. 21 seconds on the shot clock. 8:18 to play here in the third. Johnson stops at the free throw line. Rachel Bush forces her to give it up. Here's George out of the corner. 12 on the shot clock. Gethers Washington on Andrade and a foul. They've been beating on each other the entire game. That time they're going to get Andrade with the foul, her first team's first, and the first free throws of the ball game for the visiting Rams coming for Jershel Gethers Washington. 10 of 14 from the charity stripe is the sophomore out of Georgetown, South Carolina. First one's on the way, front iron short. As a team, shooting 54%. That's not a number that at any level that will get you where you need to go.
Nope.
But again, Mark Mulder basically resetting everything after a 1-24 season last year. A lot of freshmen on this team trying to rebuild. And a foul on the shot by Stebbins. They'll get that one on Celia George. That's her second, team's first. And the freshman out of Melbourne will go to the line for the second time this evening. That was front iron short. 6 of 8 coming into the game today. Hit an and one opportunity back in the first quarter. 50-29. Bears in front. Second one's on the way. That one comes out as well. Gethers Washington pulls out another rebound. George works out top. It's kicked off the leg of Stebbins out of bounds. Banks thought about the handoff. Johnson will keep it. Now George. Cut off on the baseline by Stebbins. 10 on the shot clock. Down to 5. Nice feed inside, and Gethers Washington slips free for the wide open look and her first point of the ball game. Lead goes to 19. Stone to the rack and is fouled.
I think Cliff just over there going to take it to the rack. Take it to the rack. So.
We get the foul on Teasley. That's her second, team's second. And Stone to the free throw line for 2. Hit an and one opportunity back in the first quarter. 10 points in the first half.
Quite 10 points for her.
And that's not uncharacteristic.
Nope.
I mean, that's just the way that she does and the way she executes. And she got 7 in the first quarter and then only had a 3 there in the second. But you can always tell when she's on the floor, it just brings a calming effect to that offense. Allie hits both. The lead goes back to 21. Banks working on Stebbins. Stebbins nearly forces another turnover. And then they'll get Stebbins on the reach in on the far sideline, her second, team second.
I understand why he thought that was a foul, because he couldn't see it.
It was a lot of ball on this side.
Yeah, on this side, a lot of ball. I agree.
Stebbins rakes that one away out top and forces another turnover. That's the 18th total. Cross-court pass Warren for three, front iron short. Stone will run it down. Here's Bush one time down to Stebbins. On the dribble drop baseline, reverse scoop shot, no. George front court for the Rams. 6:30 to play in the third, working on Stebbins. And then Andrade knocks that one away, and then
You're going to get Stebbins for the push.
Yeah, that's going to be three on her. So she'll quickly head to the bench. Collins on, McLarness is on, also off is Andrade. Gethers Washington steps off, returning is Brianna Belton. 6:22 to play here in the third. It's been all Bears from the word go. Banks stops in the keyhole, 17-footer goes. Seeing Banks' first points of the ball game, the freshman out of Columbia, South Carolina. Stone across the midcourt stripe, 6 minutes to play here in the third. Working on Banks. Out top, Jalea Warren, left of point, straightaway threes on the way, money. 8th triple for Jalea Warren tonight. She is 8 of 14.
Take that any day.
26 points as she continues to rewrite the career high. Stone blocks this one away. I would find number 10 here. Here's Collins, a long range two is good. Hallie Collins' first points of the ball game, coming off a 22-point, 7-rebound performance. She also had 5 assists. She gets the rebound. Pitches it ahead off to Stone. Into the corner, trying to get it off to Warren, and it's stolen away. A nice pick there by George. They leave it off to George. George left this one front short. A little teardrop push-up there by Kate Johnson for her 5th point of the quarter, her 12th of the ball game. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Bush out of the corner. She wants a three. Got it! Rachel's first triple of the contest, the 12th three of the ball game for the Bears, who are shooting nearly 50% from long range. 12 of 25, 48%. Banks playing downhill, can't get that one to stay home. Collins corrals it in, gives it out to Stone. Stone in transition. Attacks the rim, slams on the brakes, goes out near side. McLarness on the way for another three is good. 2 triples for her, the 13th of the ball game. Bears 50% from long range here this afternoon. 13 of 26. Could we see the Bears go over the century mark for back-to-back games?
Possible.
Long rebound. Out to Warren. Warren attacks the rim off the left side for 2. As soon as Rachel Bush pulled that ball in, you heard Clifton Williams said, let's go. 1 pass, 1 dribble, layup.
That's how you work a fast break now. That was pretty.
Mark Moeller wants a timeout. 65-35 as the lead has grown to 30. It's a 30-second timeout for the Rams. Again, you talk about how well the ball moves when the ball never touches the ground. Just immediately, it doesn't matter who the basketball goes to. Everybody handles the ball so well, they can just get it and go, and the transition starts immediately.
Well, it's true. Everybody on that team can bring it up the floor if they have to. But the bigs do try to get it out to a guard very quickly. And I mean, if you're loafing down the floor, you're going to get beat.
And that's the thing that this team is, the speed that they're going to play. If you try to take a play off, they're going to bury you on the backside of it because you're going to always be playing from behind somebody.
Yep. I mean, the defensive pressure, and he's talked about that all summer, what he was going to do. He was going to, we're going to pressure you from one end to the other. We're not going to, maybe not trap it, but we're going to be up in you the whole game. And you've seen that today.
50% from 3. There's 75% in this quarter, 3 of 4. Jalea Warren again continues to add to her career totals. Hazley Matthews, the transfer out of KCU, the AAC Freshman of the Year last year, will check in for her first action out of the timeout. Got to see her a lot last year, and she is one heck of a ball player. Collins claims that one out of the air. Out to Warren. A little 5-out action now for the Bears. Collins from the right side, backs her way in. Feeds inside to Warren, and Warren can't handle the pill. Jovic got away with a walk right there.
Yeah, I will say.
Coach Williams telling his team, get out and guard them. He wants pressure. Leading by 30, 3 minutes to go here in the third. Jovic, dribble job baseline, and a push off there on Sophie Atkins. That's going to be her first, team's fourth. So the next foul on UPIKE will have the Rams shooting bonus in the third. Sadie Burnett checking back in as Kate Johnson will take a seat. Now we get a timeout as well. All right, 2:57 to play in the third, 65-35. Back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. .35, 2:57 to play here in the third. Bears rolling the Rams, trying to pick up their second conference win of the season. A pair of road games coming up for the Bears, and they'll be back home on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving with Union. Men's action coming up at around 4 o'clock today. Should be a really good matchup between two good basketball teams. So out of the timeout, foul was on Atkins, her first, and Mia Jovic rolls that one in and out. Her first opportunity at the free throw line today. She's 7 of 12 on the season, 58.3%. And the second one goes home for the junior out of Ojek, Croatia. 9 points, 2 rebounds in that win over Toccoa Falls. Last year, averaging over 4 points, right at a rebound and a half. Nice find inside, and Collins off the window. And another assist for the Bears. 22 out of 25 made baskets. That has got to be some kind of record. There's Burnett working with it out top, feeds it inside to Belton. Shot off the bottom of the board from Dunn, and a foul from behind. That's a frustration foul there by Burnett, her first, team's third.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was.
And it's one of the things, if you're CIU, it's like it never goes away. They just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming.
Yeah, I understand their frustration.
Here's Atkins into the corner. Warren gives it up. Collins, left elbow jumper, no good. Left it front iron short, Dunn with the rebound. Mia Jovic works on the baseline on Collins, and they'll get her on the push. Her first, team's fifth. We'll shoot bonus the final 2:01.
Explain that to me when she's being held off with one arm, and they're calling the push on her. How did she push her off? The official out here called it, not the one under the basket. It was looking at it.
We always know the one that's never the closest, the one never calls it.
Yeah.
We've seen that all year in football season. So Mia Jovic, one of 2 from the charity stripe. First one finds the mark. Her second point of the ball game. Last year, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists in the loss. She's got both of those, all 3 of her points here in this quarter, and all from the free throw line. And now CIU is going to try to Run a little full court pressure. Atkins feeds it ahead. Collins right down the center. A little spin move and a finish for her 6th.
That can happen a lot if you press this team.
Well, they missed. Matthews got a full release. They could have thrown a football pass down the court and had a wide open layup. Long range threes off no good. Collins fights for the rebound. Bears with numbers. Here comes the transition. They feed it off to Matthews. Matthews one dribble and a layup. Hazley Matthews first points.
And that's what we talk about. Everybody on this team can run the fast break.
Banks in the corner, and then Matthews gets her on the way through. Her first, and seeing Banks will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. 5 of 8 from the charity stripe, 62.5% on the season. Warren steps off. Taylor McKenzie returns. Sophomore out of Johnson Central. (71-38), 122 to play in the third.
Good looking free throw.
Especially for a team that's coming in averaging just over 54% on the season.
Yeah.
One more for the Frosh, and buries that one. She has 4, all of those here in this quarter. Matthews running the point out top. McLarness into the corner, McKenzie. 2-3 zone. Out of the corner, McLarness for 3, in and out, no good. Collins with a rebound, puts it back up, and she's fouled from behind. Burnett with a foul. That's her first, team's 4th. And Hallie Collins will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. 5 of 6, 83% on the season. Freshman out of McKee, Kentucky, Knox Central High School. Averaging 18 a game. Rattles that one home.
Won't be any culture shock for her because I've been to McKee. It's just like this.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. McKee's a little bitty place. Nice people down there, though.
Yeah. Collins with 8 points, all here in this quarter. And that's what we were talking about coming out of the break. After 22 points that she had last time out and hadn't scored, and all of a sudden she comes in the third quarter and puts up 8 points. Nice take there by Banks. Matthews works with it left side. Into the corner. McLarness for another 3. No. Dunn pushes it ahead. Just about a half a second between the shot clock and game clock. Quick shot 3 off the window, and it goes home for Mijovic. Her first made field goal. 73-45, final 15 seconds of the third. NCIU staying in at 2-3. Wide open inside, nice find. Atkins off the window for 2. Her 7th point of the ball game, and it's a 30-point lead through 3. 75-45. We return to the UPIKE Gym for the final 10 after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Don't let pain define what you can do. At Core Health Centers, we believe in empowering our communities through chiropractic care and wellness. With 21 locations throughout Kentucky and West Virginia, we're here to help you get out of pain and enjoy life to the fullest. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the Core Health Center's difference. Call now or visit us online to start your pain-free journey today. Core Health Centers, for the health of your family.
Point lead for the Bears as we welcome you back here on the UPIKE Sports Network. Matthews, McLarness, Alana Smith checking in for her first action. Savannah Jarvis on the court, her first action as well, and Taylor McKenzie rounds out the 5 on the floor to start the fourth and final stanza. There's Smith out top, 15 on the shot clock. Tries to feed it off to Matthews in the corner, and Mia Jovich rakes it out of bounds. I would say the starters, their afternoon's finished. And first off, Clifton Williams wants a timeout, 30 seconds to talk some stuff over.
Yeah, I'm sure they might get back in a few minutes. We'll see.
Again, you get an opportunity here to give everybody a chance to get on the floor, try to put their name in the hat for some extended playing time opportunities because, again, that's something this team, the way they play, everybody is available at any given night because you want to run fresh bodies at people all the time.
Yeah, and they do that. They do that well, too, because, normally you think it's a lot. I mean, it's hard to go with like a 10-person rotation, but these kids are that talented.
And the thing is, I think this team, too, when they play at a hair-on-fire, high-paced offense, that's when they are at their best. When they try to slow things down, that's when things break down.
Well, and that gives everybody an opportunity to score and get in the books, because you got an opportunity to play, to shoot, and to do your thing moving at that pace.
So 20 seconds in here to the fourth and final stanza. Men's action coming up at about 4 o'clock today. Should be a good basketball game between two good teams in the AAC. Matthews to trigger in. McLaurin out top, 10 on the shot clock. Works downhill, kicks it out to McKenzie. 5 on the shot clock. Matthews spots up for 3, in and out, no. Rebound inside as getting there was Jarvis, and the arrow favors the visiting Rams. Jarvis, a freshman out of Mount Sterling, Kentucky, getting her first action of the season. And that's a carry. Got the ball hung on the hip there of Banks as she comes across the midcourt stripe. So the 19th turnover of the basketball game gives it back to the Bears with a 30-point lead. There's Matthews. Smith on the baseline. Kick is out top. Tries to feed this one inside, and it's nearly taken away. Bears save it. Alana Smith, 18-footer, short. Mia Jovich feeds it ahead. And a finish off the right side. Her 8th point of the ballgame, all here in the second half. Matthews pulls the trigger. Long range 3 in transition. No. Alana Smith skies for the rebound. Works off the right side to the window. Is good for 2. Sophomore out of Louisville, Kentucky. Played her high school career at DuPont Manual. Leads back to 30. Here's Banks. Tries to feed it off on the baseline. She should take that one up.
Yep. Only 2 seniors and 1 junior on this team, too. Now, one of the seniors is a big loss,
yes,
obviously.
Absolutely. Jada Cummings checking into the contest. Cummings, a freshman out of Williamstown, Kentucky. Grant County High School alum. Jarvis out top. Now Cummings. 10 on the shot clock to Smith. Feeds it inside. Jarvis. Off the window, too stiff. And it's raked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bears. And a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Jarvis out wide on the right. Smith in the keyhole. McLaurin wants a 3. No good. Banks pitches it ahead. Out to Dunn. Dunn slams on the brakes for the McKeel. 16-footer's pure. Lily Dunn's 4th point of the ball game. 77-49. Approaching 7:30 to play in the contest. Here's a three from Cummings on the way, no good. Jovic with a rebound backside. Banks knifing her way through, feeds it off to Gaithers Washington, and a foul on the push.
Yeah, they'll get her on that one. I think it was an inadvertent, but she did hit her.
I believe they'll get the foul on Alana Smith. It's going to be her first, team's first. And Clifton Williams wants a timeout with 7:22 to go. And it is a full timeout. We'll step out as well. We're back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Achieve your dreams at the University of Pikeville.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
$7:22 to play in regulation. 77-49. Bears have been in control from the entirety of this game. The only lead that the Rams had, 5-3 with 8:06 to play in the first. Largest lead for UPIKE is currently where we stand at 77-49. Here's Dunn into Gaithers Washington, and she gets fouled there on the bump. McLaurin is going to pick up her first, team second. I got a feeling we're going to shoot some free throws in excess in this final fourth
Maybe
period.
So, yeah.
Jovic tries to drop it in. And this one is stolen away and fouled as Matthews was trying to get it. They're going to get that one on Cian Banks. That's going to be her second, team's first. $7:12 to play here in the final period of regulation. Men's action coming up at approximately 4 o'clock this afternoon. McLaurin, Smith between the rings all alone. Bears running a little offense. 15 on the shot clock. Near side, Matthews. And Matthews on a bad pass to Jarvis. Has that one taken away. Banks out in transition, finishes. Her 8th point of the ball game, all here in the second half, 77-51. Skip passed off to Matthews, out top McLaurin one more time. Cummings pulls the trigger, three's on the way, in and out, no. Rebound inside and a putback as that goes home for Savannah Jarvis, her first points of the contest. Her first points of her college career. She had 4 points and 3 rebounds coming off the bench. And that went over Bluefield. This was raked out of bounds. It'll stay with CIU. Sheila George returning. Banks goes off. 5:57 to go in the contest. And George will trigger in. Here comes Jalea Warren. She just needs one more bucket to get herself to 30. She wants a 30-piece.
Yeah.
Matthews will step off. Jovic. Cummings cuts her off on the baseline. They feed it inside to Dunn. It's taken away. Trying to feed it out ahead. Smith was not looking for it, but she able to corral it back in. Out of the corner, Cummings spots up for 3, too stiff. Skying for the rebounds. Jarvis, she'll turn, put it up, no good. Smith inside, banging for possession. And we get a tie up underneath. And the alternating arrow favors the Bears. So a fresh 20 on the shot clock. 5:34 to play in regulation. Warren out top, and she walked. Now they got a foul before. They'll get that one on Alana Smith, her second, team's third. So an offensive push-off underneath away from the basketball. Here's Sophie Atkins back in the ball game as Alana Smith will take a seat. Mia Jovich. Working on McLarness. Feeds it inside. Johnson tied up. Back out top, Mia Jovich. Gethers Washington misses the bunny. Gets a shot back. Shot won't go. Trying for another one. Can't get that one to go either. Atkins pitches it ahead. Out to the corner, Warren. 3 ball for Atkins on the way. No. Some fresh bodies rolling in. Aubrielle Harris coming on for the Rams. Her first action. Harris, a 6-foot senior out of Goose Creek, South Carolina. Jovich working with it out top. Near side of George in front of Warren. Playing downhill. Tries a left-handed shot, no good. Warren with a rebound. She'll push the action. Atkins out to Warren for 30. It's on the way. No. Had a good look, couldn't get it to go home. Bears maintain possession. Ball is loose and a foul in front of Clifton Williams. They'll get that one on Kate Johnson, her second, team second.
That was a pretty good takedown.
Talia Herzog returning as Dunn will step off. 4:19 to play in the contest, 79-51. I think it's squeaky clean.
Yep.
All right, Warren to trigger in. 28 points for her today. She's had 8 3-pointers. Turnaround spinning jumper as Savannah Jarvis puts her 5th point in. Leads back to 30, 4 minutes to play in the ball game. Harris off the window, too stiff. Fighting for it, gets it. No. And the Bears steal it away on the outlet pass.
Good hands by Jarvis.
There's Jarvis playing downhill, steps through, off the window and one. Savannah Jarvis. And a chance at a 3-point play for the freshman out of Montgomery County High School. 13 foul on the Rams. They'll get the foul on Harris, her first. And Jarvis, her first free throw in her collegiate career. And puts that one home. So 8 points for the freshman. New career high for her. Mia Jovich. 3:15 to play, brings it near side George. Harris working inside. Mia Jovich wanting a screen, gets one from George, stops at the elbow, left that one short the entire way. Harris saves it back in, the Bears with the takeaway. McLarness pushes it ahead. Jarvis out in the corner. Spot up threes on the way, yes! Sophie Atkins, her second triple of the ball game. She's had points in every quarter here today. Has 10 total. Bears 13th triple of the contest. 14th triple of the contest, excuse me. There's Harris inside for 2. 2:30 to go. Cummings for two. At long range, Jay is good. Cummings' first points of the ball game. Pair of subs coming in. Janae Holland and Avery Norman. Pair of freshmen. A lot of freshmen on this CIU team. George front court. Working on Jalea Warren, and they'll get Warren on the bump. That's her first, team's fourth. So the next foul against the Bears will have the Rams shooting bonus. Holland to trigger in. George can't finish at the rim. And as she's grabbing the basketball and falling out of bounds, Savannah Jarvis steps on the inline.
She might have had a little help getting out of it on the inline there, but, you know.
Holland to trigger in. 1:48 to go in regulation. Bears going to pick up their second win of the season. More importantly, move to 2-0 in conference play. Here's George with a spin move in the lane. Shot up no good. Harris with a stick back, but she's fouled on the way up. That's on Jarvis, her first, team's fifth. So free throws the rest of the way. And Abrielle Harris, senior, will go for two. First off, Sydney Stepney, freshman out of Summerville, South Carolina. We'll check in for her first action. Harris's first is up, is good. If we get the same game we got here back in February when the men's game come up, we've got a doozy coming on the other side of this one. Bears had it out to multiple double-digit leads in that ball game, just never could close them out. Ended up closing them out at the end to win the conference championship. 90 seconds to go in this one. It's been all Bears. And a turnover on the baseline. They were trying to feed it. It was McKenzie looking for McLarness. Can't make the hook up. Three balls on the way from Norman, and it's out of bounds. And back to the Bears. Clifton Williams just kind of leaned up against the railing over there.
Yeah, we got this one.
Yeah. But, you know, he has not stopped coaching the entire time. He understands the value that you get from these opportunities with your bench. Atkins for three. Yes, it didn't even move the net.
That's her third, I believe.
Her third triple of the ball game. She has 13. Second highest scoring on the team today. And a block from behind. That one's on Jarvis. That's her second. And Harris will go back to the line for two more. 92-55. I don't think they're going to make the century mark.
No, I agree. But, 92 is a pretty respectable number.
Yes. Averaging 83.5 a game, giving up 64. And again, you skew that a little bit when you drop a 122. But again, still keeping it, I don't care what level you're playing, you drop 90 or more in a game, you're doing something good.
Yep.
Here's McLarness, 42 seconds to go. McLarness resets. Bears running a little motion. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Down in the corner. Atkins is shooting me for three more. That one doesn't go. Shot clock is off. Final 15 seconds. Harris wide open down the center of the lane. Can't finish, though. They'll kick it off to Warren. She's got an opportunity. Very smart play there by her. Had a chance for the 30-piece. She pulls it out and respectfully puts it in the back pocket. And the Bears call this one a victory, 92-55. They'll go to 2-1 on the season, 2-0 in AAC play. The Rams fall to 1-5 on the year. A 28-point performance for Jalea Warren. That's a career high. 8 of 15 from 3. You get double-digit performances from Sophie Atkins, 13 points, 3 for 6 from long range, and Allie Stone drops in 12. She had 6 assists in the winning effort. The Bears forced 23 turnovers. They turned those turnovers into 22 points. One player in double figures for the Rams. It was Kate Johnson who finished with 12. That'll do it for this one. We will step out for a break, and then we'll come back and get you ready for game number 2. It's the men between CIU and UPIKE as we continue our coverage here on the UPIKE Sports Network.